What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the vlogs. If it's your first time, please consider subscribing. And if you're a returning viewer, thanks for supporting me. It's freaking awesome. You know, we're making our way to more subscribers and building a channel. But anyways, this week's video is the start of a new series that I'm starting. And it's going to be... Can you guess? Any guesses? Any guesses? Yes, we're going to remodel my kitchen on a budget. So, I don't really know what I'm doing. I have done a little bit of remodeling here and there, but consider me like a Bob Vila with 0, maybe 5% experience. You know, younger version of Bob Vila. Anyways, let's take a look around on the kitchen and show you what we're starting with. Well, we'll start on this wall. This wall's pretty bare. There's nothing there. There used to be some shelves here when we bought the house less than a year ago. I already took those down, but there's nothing here. And then over here, we got the tiny-ass little refrigerator, which I don't know how anybody lives with that. We've been living with it for a year, but luckily downstairs we have another refrigerator. But this is it here. We got these funky cabinets, this ugly hood. You know, just your basic, kind of looks like an apartment. I don't know what this is. It's from like the early 90s or something. I'm not sure. Then we have the cabinets here. I did replace this when we first moved in, so I'll probably leave that there and adapt it to whatever sink I get. And then here's the rest of the cupboards. There's a big pantry there. And then we got this ugly flooring. Straight out from freaking, I don't even know. But here's just a good look so you can see the before. So there's a little preview of the kitchen. So now, so you can know what to expect in the future videos of all what I might be doing, I'll give you a little rundown, a short brief description on everything that I'm going to be doing. The vibe that we're going for is like an industrial look. That's going to be the vibe through the whole house. So I also did some shelf, how-to shelf, pipe shelving that I could put a link right up there for you to click on, check that out, get an idea of what we're doing. But anyways, we're going to take the refrigerator, put the refrigerator on this wall, create some counter space here and some cabinets on each side of the refrigerator. We will be upgrading the refrigerator to a bigger size. And then we're going to remove all these cabinets and that hood and then replace the hood with a stainless steel hood and leave it shelfless so that we don't have those there, obviously. And then we're going to put some shelves, some industrial looking shelves up there with a nice, we're not sure on the backsplash, but it's going to be all tiled across here. And then we're going to continue on and do some concrete countertops to replace this ugly, whatever this crap is, but it's ugly. And we're going to refinish and reface the existing cabinets. As you can tell, they're very, very outdated. And then we're also going to put in a farm sink. Hopefully, that's the goal. Put a farm sink in here. Anyways, sorry for my mess. I didn't do the dishes. But I've already replaced this faucet, whatever you want to call it, when I first moved in, when I bought the house. So that'll be staying, but we'll match that up with a new farm sink. And then these ugly ass floors, these those things are super ugly. But for that, we're going to go with a gray slate sort of tile. A nice tile, I think. Be real nice. But there's a little bit of a rundown, and I'm going to be doing how-to on all the stuff that I'm doing. So you'll be able to follow along, and if you want to do this to your kitchen, you'll be able to follow along, and hopefully I help you, give you a little insight on the way I've done it, because a lot of this stuff that I'm doing is going to be the first time I'm doing it, so we're going to learn together. So you can learn from watching me screw up. So what do you think? Should we just get started? Let's just tear into these cupboards. Let's get these get this refrigerator moved, and then we'll see how far we get. Right there. I was trying to figure out the power situation. I couldn't figure out where the breaker was, which one it was. I got tired of running up and down stairs because I'm all by myself. But what I ended up doing is I just shut off the main power, turned all the power off to the house just to be safe. And then I cut the wires. Then I put the wire nuts on there, and then I just put some electrical tape on there just to hold that on there temporarily. But she's coming along. Got the doors off because for some reason I thought I was going to be able to just take it off in sections, and that would have been a lot easier. But I took all the doors off because the freaking this whole top piece is all one piece. I'm by myself, so I really can't take this all down all at once by myself. So I took the doors off to make it lighter. Then I'm going to start, I've been breaking all this crap out. Then I'll be able to handle it all by myself. So let's get back to the time lapse and get this done. Alright, ran into another problem. This is actually sandwiched in between the power box that runs on through the wall. So now I'm going to turn off the power again and then disassemble this so that I can get this shit off the wall. So bear with me, and I'll leave the camera rolling, and maybe you'll be able to see and maybe you won't. We'll see. And you know what? If this is your first time watching any of my videos, I always like to have a cocktail or a beer because it really helps with the creativity and the whatever, I don't know. I like to drink. So let's go ahead and make a drink before we shut the power off, and then we'll get back to work. Bottoms up. Cheers. Thanks for joining me. Makes working on stuff way more fun. Well, we have that portion down. The hardest part of that was the electrical bullshit. Yeah, that's pretty easy. I mean, demolition's always fairly easy. You know, just a little labor intensive. But that's that right there. We just have this one cabinet to go. I got to empty it, and then we'll take it off the wall. It looks like a big-ass mofo. So hopefully I can take it down in pieces. But if you stand back and look, just imagine backsplash, nice stainless steel hood right here, and then we'll have a nice new oven here. Taking that out, and then putting, not 100% sure what we're putting right there, but most likely some sort of, you know, area to put our garbage or something, you know, nice that pulls in and out. I don't know. We haven't figured that out, but we'll figure something out. But let's get to it. Let's rip this sucker out and get her done. There you have it. We got it all done. When I say we, I mean me. But I got it all done. Pretty easy. The only hard part was the electrical, which it wasn't even hard. It was super easy. I just running up and down the stairs. I was getting all sweaty and I was freaking breaking a sweat and looking like a glazed ham. And yeah, it was super easy. So thanks for joining me. Sorry for the short video, but as you know, we're going to have a bunch more videos on the same thing. It's a whole series of videos. So come back, watch the other videos. I think next up is going to be... Honestly, I don't know what's going to be. But subscribe to the channel, and then you'll be able to follow along. And hopefully follow my journey for the whole rebuild, remodel, if you will, on a budget. We're doing this on a small budget. I'm not going to really limit myself, but I want to try and do it as cheap as possible, blah, blah, blah. So that anyone can do this, really, you know. And if it turns out all hokey and shitty and I don't really like it, then I'll actually spend the money and do it. I don't know. Have the pros do it, I guess. It's a better way to put it. But, yeah. Thanks for watching me. Thanks for joining me. And peace out.